Think about the smartest, most highly trained people in your office. There is an excellent chance they are buried under a mountain of busy work. They spend their week acting as a human router, pulling numbers from a spreadsheet, dropping them into a status update, formatting a routine proposal, and emailing it to a client. Every hour spent copying and pasting is an hour they aren't solving complex problems, building relationships, or making strategic decisions. You hired a strategist, but the daily workflow has forced them to operate as a manual executor. That caps the value they can actually deliver. The standard corporate fix is to buy enterprise AI licenses, handing everyone access to Microsoft Copilot or Anthropic's Claude. But a few months later, those tools sit idle. A chat query here and there, but no real change to the daily grind. High-level seminars explaining what a large language model is don't help someone process a queue of invoices. Employees need to know exactly how to point these tools at their specific daily bottlenecks. Paying for a software license does not give your team an automation capability. Without practical training, AI remains an expensive novelty. NovoCircle's training fixes this by introducing a clear framework, the 80-20 rule of information work. As this diagram illustrates, roughly 80% of a typical professional's tasks are augmentable. These are the repetitive tasks, running research, generating first drafts, and extracting data. The remaining 20% requires genuine human capability. NovoCircle takes professionals through a process of mapping their own week, taking the chaotic jumble of their actual responsibilities and sorting them cleanly into these two categories. You can't delegate your work until you know exactly which tasks need a human and which tasks just need a set of instructions. Once that map is built, the cohort training shows professionals how to automate that 80% themselves without writing a single line of code. This flow diagram shows where Microsoft Copilot excels, acting as the internal data engine for your organization. It reaches directly into the secure ecosystem, pulling context from past Teams meetings, Outlook threads, and SharePoint files, and synthesizes all of it into a single clean document. But when you need an autonomous agent to execute complex external tasks, the training shifts to Claude Cowork. As you can see in this split-screen flow, Claude treats a single brief as a multi-part project. It splits the assignment into simultaneous actions, running web research, analyzing files, and formatting a final draft right on your desktop. Real intelligent automation is knowing exactly which of these tools to reach for to eliminate a specific bottleneck within the workflow. This shift in workflow redefines the individual professional. They stop acting as a manual executor and start operating as a task director. They no longer spend their mornings writing blank-page first drafts. Instead, they assign a brief, review the AI's output, correct its course, and apply their expertise to the final product. Handing off the mechanical steps reclaims the hours needed to focus exclusively on that 20% of work that actually requires a human mind. This is how artificial intelligence delivers its true value. It removes the mechanical burden so professionals can focus on managing digital agents at a strategic level. When an entire team transitions from bogged-down executors to strategic directors, the organizational output multiplies. Strategy, client relationships, and innovation finally receive undivided attention from your best people, creating a competitive advantage that compounds week after week. Stop doing work that AI can do for you. Book a discovery call with NovoCircle to build your internal automation capability today.